Discretion is advised. So Mama Black.
This program contains language and sequences some viewers may find disturbing.
Here's a look at some of today's hot headlines. A woman has died after allegedly being stabbed by her son. 60-year-old Linda Willis was found dead in her Avondale home. Officers found out there had been a fight between her and her son before the stabbing. 31-year-old Bronson Harvell has been arrested.
Why is he so stupid? Why is he so stupid?
I ask myself that every day.
Breaking news, nigga. Some breaking news.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
There's something wrong with the black man's mind. There's something wrong with his mind.
Well, the suspects in this case are in custody tonight after leading police on a high-speed chase.
This pileup on an off-ramp from Interstate 95 South in Petersburg Tuesday, the end result of a scary afternoon for an elderly Colonial Heights woman.
The first time this has happened in 42 years since I've been living here.
Colonial Heights police say the woman was thrown to the ground in her own yard by a suspect who stole her purse and then fled. These pictures show some of her injuries. A neighbor who did not want to be identified told CBS 6 he watched the robbery from his window.
The next thing I saw, she was on the ground. He turned around and had it got his hoodie hung up on that tree limb in her yard. And when he did that, he fell down in the yard.
The neighbor said he didn't realize what happened at first, but then saw the suspect jump into a waiting car.
He hopped in and he tore out of here like a bat out of hell, went around in Duke of Gloucester, and that was it.
That's when the neighbor raced outside to help. Soon after, he learned Colonial Heights police caught up with the suspects and chased them until they crashed at the Washington Street exit.
Jump with joy. I jump with joy. I got a good police department over here in Colonial Heights. No two ways about it.
Now, the elderly woman was taken to the hospital to be treated for her injuries. That neighbor says that her son is on his way down to safety.
For now, chaos shuts down two Memphis malls. Teens caught on camera sprinting. False alarms of fired shots, and some shoppers even locked into stores for their safety Monday night. Overall, police say they arrested 7 teens and 2 adults at Oak Court and Wolf Chase as a result, and both malls had to shut down early. Tonight, we're asking, how can the malls keep shoppers safe? WMC Action News 5's Kendall Downing is live with this breaking update. Kendall?
Well, hi, Kanji. The parking lot here at Wolf Chase Galleria was quite full today. Shoppers I spoke with said they are concerned about their safety now at Memphis malls.
I don't come here anymore because of all that I have heard about Wolf Chase Mall.
Mary Catherine Rhodes is from North Mississippi and says her trips to Memphis to shop are not as often as they used to be because of safety fears at the city's malls.
I have small children, and I don't want my children to be around that. Their safety is what scares me the most.
Monday night, both Wolf Chase Galleria and Oak Court Mall closed early after teens ran through the malls yelling and fighting. Memphis police were called in to calm the chaos. Nobody was hurt, but there were multiple arrests.
My only concern for not me, but for my children.
The WMC Action News 5 investigators wanted to know what kinds of policies are in place to monitor teens not accompanied by adults at the malls. At both Oak Court and Wolf Chase, we found these codes of conduct posted at the door. Both say disruptive behavior and other things are prohibited, but don't mention anything about teen escorts or curfews. Neither Oak Court nor Wolf Chase would tell me directly if a teen escort policy is in place or even an option. I discovered other malls across the country have enacted a teen escort program. This mall in Charlotte requires teens under age 17 to be with a parent or guardian on Friday or Saturday nights. And the Mall of America in Minneapolis requires nearly the same thing on weekends, but they included the nights between Christmas and New Year's in their policy, one which may have prevented Monday night's events here. Some shoppers simply want more done.
More security around the mall. Make sure everything's under control.
And we were at both Oak Court and Wolf Chase Galleria here today. I saw a number of security officers. I even saw security officers on Segways here in the parking lot. And this evening, I saw a number of Memphis police officers patrolling around the area.
gas station clerk talks about his frightening day at work as he shot and killed an armed robber.
That clerk spoke to the night team's Christian De La Rosa. He's live now at the Sunoco right off I-75 in Cartersville.
So, Christian, this man is telling you he had no choice here but to fight back, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. He says the criminals gave him no other choice. It was either his life or theirs.
I heard the bell ring.
Still shaken by what happened, this gas station clerk is asking us to conceal his identity.
I was already watching the door.
The man, who will only identify by his first name, James, says it was around 3 a.m. Tuesday when two men stormed their way inside.
With a gun and a mask and a hood on.
The 69-year-old man says he ran and tried to hide as the gunmen shot at him at least once. Luckily, he wasn't hit.
When I saw the second one come in, I ran back toward the back door, the door in the back, just a thick door, and hollered at the people that were back in the back that there was a robbery.
James tells us he tried to lock himself up in this room along with other customers as one of the intruders pushed his way in. That's when he decided to take a risk. He took his gun out and shot at him.
I didn't know anything about the guy. I didn't know if I hit him or what until I walked out the door. There he was.
CBS 46 News is learning the second intruder was able to make it out of the gas station alive and with around $500 from the cash register. Police tell me he and a getaway driver fled the scene in a dark-colored SUV with temporary tags before officers arrived. James is being hailed a hero, but he says he's just glad he survived.
If you don't fight back against these criminals, they will take us over. And if you don't fight back, you won't have a chance.
Now, this whole thing was caught on surveillance video, and police are sorting through all of that. We're working to get a better description of the two men that fled the scene. As soon as we get that, we will pass
an update tonight to a story we brought you earlier this month. A woman caught and cuffed, accused of a series of money crimes.
Miramar police say they've arrested the woman highlighted right here on your screen. Her name is Charisse Hubert. Detectives say she would kidnap people off the street, drive them to their bank, and force them to withdraw money at gunpoint. Officials say she may be responsible for as many as 12 of these crimes across both Miami-Dade and Broward counties.
Archdale police say it happened overnight in several different neighborhoods to more than 50 vehicles. Thieves targeting unlocked cars, making off with money, guns, and electronics.
We definitely feel victimized.
Megan Sams, one of about 40 neighbors who had their car fished around in by unknown suspects.
Well, my husband went to leave for work this morning and the doors to his car were open, dashboard was open, armrest was up, and everything had just kind of been tossed through and gone through.
Finding nothing to steal, the thieves moved on, trying car doors and other driveways, searching open vehicles, and in some cases stealing from them. At least 2 guns reported missing. Police say it happened along Aldridge Lane and in 3 different subdivisions, including Bradford Downs, Rush Hollow, and Elks Ridge. For the department, it was all hands on deck today as officers responded to dozens of calls and collected surveillance footage, hoping to find whoever did this and to restore neighbors' sense of safety.
We feel like our private property is our driveway, and so anyone who comes unwelcome, there's violation there.
Well, tonight police are still searching for suspects and plan to step up patrols in the areas targeted by thieves. Reporting in Archdale, I'm Samina Engel, WXII 12 News.
Much of Army veteran gunned down moments after he was leaving Miccosukee Casino in Miami, and tonight the suspects involved in the deadly shooting are behind bars. Police are now saying the shooting was the result of an altercation between the victim and 2 suspects. NBC6 reporter Marissa Bagg joins us live from the jail in Northwest Miami-Dade with the latest in the investigation and the search for a motive. Marissa.
Yeah, Lena, much of what happened between these 2 suspects and the victim was actually caught on casino cameras inside and outside in the parking lot. But so far, police are the only ones with access to those tapes. Right now, they're saying this was murder. The 2 suspects are claiming self-defense.
The defendants remained.
When 25-year-old Keenan Bailey allegedly shot and killed a U.S. Army veteran outside of the Miccosukee Resort and Casino on Christmas, he didn't run. Tribal police say he pulled the trigger and then told law enforcement what happened.
There was a security personnel there. and with a gun in hand approaches security stating that he had just shot somebody. He goes, I shot someone in self-defense.
Detectives say it wasn't self-defense, so Bailey and co-defendant 25-year-old Mikey Leonard went before a judge today on murder charges. According to the police report, it all started when the suspects got into an argument with 33-year-old Army veteran Fernando Duarte and Duarte's friend while playing at the same poker table inside the casino. The argument reportedly spilled out into the parking lot.
When they exit the parking lot, they slowly, their car rolled slowly in a manner which would block the victim from exiting the parking lot.
In court, Leonard appeared to disagree, but police say the suspects actively sought out the victim. Then Bailey allegedly fired repeatedly at Duarte from inside of his car with Leonard at the wheel.
As the victim approaches the defendant's car, the doors close and the car is put into reverse, and there is gunshot fire from the passenger side of the vehicle.
Duarte was hit 3 times and later died while in surgery at Kendall Regional Medical Center. Bailey and Leonard were immediately arrested and charged with murder. Duarte's family says he was a 12-year Army veteran and that he had served tours in both Iraq and Afghanistan. They released a statement late today saying that he did not frequent casinos and that he was not an avid gambler. They say he will be remembered as an honest and loving person.
A woman had a temper tantrum in a Riverview Starbucks this morning, but it didn't appear to be a caffeine-fueled rage. Witnesses say the woman was screaming about getting change for the bus and was angry before she entered the coffee shop. Let's go to News Channel 8's Jeff Patterson, who is live from that Riverview store. And Jeff, you spoke with a witness who was clearly disturbed by all this.
Yeah, good evening, Jen. This all escalated extremely quickly at this Starbucks this morning, and some of it was captured on video by a customer with her cell phone.
By the time Leslie McHugh started recording, much of the damage had already been done.
Yeah, it was crazy.
McHugh doesn't want us to show her face because she's a regular customer here and was in line at this Riverview Starbucks when another woman entered and went berserk.
And I heard loud shouting behind me. It took me a second to realize that, you know, no one was joking around. She was legitimately angry.
McHugh had her 7-year-old daughter at her side and moved to protect her child as the angry customer continued her tirade.
The lady shoved over a couple displays. She wasn't injured, but it definitely scared her, fell on her legs. Hey, sweetie, you want to come in the back with me?
At the end of the video, you can hear a Starbucks employee come up to help McHugh's 7-year-old daughter.
I was really impressed with the staff. They ushered us back to the back room, stock room.
Other customers moved in to subdue the woman.
3 guys and a lady tackled her. She was going to leave, told them that the police knew where to find her. But they said, nope, you're not going anywhere.
When deputies arrived, they arrested 32-year-old Abigail Rowe.
At this point, she's been placed under arrest. She'll be taken to the jail, and she will be evaluated once she gets there.
Yeah, she'll be given a mental evaluation. She's charged with criminal mischief, trespassing, and possession of marijuana, Jen.
Well, Jeff, did something specific happen to set this off to begin with?
Apparently started yesterday, Jen. According to witnesses, the woman had come into the store yesterday, asked for change for a bus. The store employees have told her before when she's come in to ask for free coffee, they can't help her, asked her to leave. She's been given a trespass warning for some reason today. She decided.
Weren't decking the halls. Instead, vandals using the Christmas break to wreck the halls and classrooms of an elementary school. The damage done to tune of thousands of dollars. 7's Omar Lewis is live at Comstock Elementary in Miami with the latest. Omar?
Good morning. Well, students and teachers out for the winter holiday vacation, but vandals were busy at work here. The police chief tells us this is one of the worst cases of vandalism he has seen in his entire career. This morning, whoever ransacked this school is still out there, still on the run. And police say they didn't even steal anything from this school. Instead, they were on a mission to destroy thousands of dollars in property. The damage is downright disturbing. Classrooms turned over like a tornado blew through. But this was no act of nature. Miami-Dade Schools police say it was the work of vandals who threw valuables and ransacked 24 classrooms. Desks and papers everywhere. Computers destroyed, police saying the burglars even set fires. Officers back on campus Tuesday night patrolling and looking for whoever created this mess.
Not only is it stupid, it puts the children in a state of fear because it's their school.
After taking a look at these markings written outside, police say the school was likely vandalized by gang members.
And I've worked gangs my entire career, so I can tell you this is definitely gang related.
Quite a sad event. I mean, to think that during the holiday season, individuals not with an intent to steal, but to simply destroy, would break into this beautiful school.
The damage is so bad because investigators say the gang members sprayed fire extinguishers all over the classrooms. Cops getting the call around 12:30 Tuesday morning, setting up a perimeter in Miami's Alapata neighborhood.
And the school has nothing to do with gang-related activities or anything like that, so I don't know why they would affect an education or something that's, kid-related.
Yeah, that's messed up. I wouldn't like that at all. I hope they catch him.
School police say the burglars jumped on this overhang and then used rocks to break out the windows. That's how they got inside. Cleanup will now cost close to $30,000.
Out of my years doing this is probably one of the worst vandalism scenes I've seen in my career. One of the worst.
Because they went in through the windows, police say the alarm didn't go off until the burglars left. Parents say this is more than just an act of vandalism. It's an invasion of their security.
It takes them out of their comfort zone, out of their safety zone, starts to feel like, well, our school ain't safe.
And the superintendent tells us that they will be working round the clock to make sure this is all cleaned up before students head back into the classroom. But they're hoping that someone out there knows something that can help them crack this case. If that's you, pick up the phone and dial Crime Stoppers right here in Miami-Dade County. That number, 305-471-TIPS. Remember, you can always remain anonymous, and for the right tip, you can also receive a cash reward.